Hi. Hello, everybody.
Going live.
Yeah. We are
I'm not allowed to scream it anymore. So
I just preferred.
Yeah, because of all the dweebs out there complaining.
The dweebs. El Dweebos.
Yeah, it looks like you came to the wrong show, motherfuckers.
Ben, Steven, hello. Welcome.
Let's start off this live today with motherfuckers.
Oh, that's hardcore.
Just so people know what they're in for.
You didn't even make it 30 seconds and you're so cranky. And of course, Idris has to go outside now.
Yes, he does.
Of course he does.
Folks, we got something super exciting.
Oh, yeah.
We have, hard to see here, the green screen.
Green screen.
But we have a Glendronach 15-year-old revival. And what if I put it in front of ties?
I don't know. No, it's the green in the label.
And this is 2014 Oloroso cask. So we're going to pour this right away. Oh, this cork is fucked.
It's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Derek Beckman, welcome, sir. That is
Idris, don't eat that soil.
My dog is joining us tonight, and he's
eating everything, yeah. And there's a bunch of chemicals that he should not eat.
Cool.
Yeah. Why don't you go and get on the couch there, buddy?
Hey, up on the couch. You can come see the people later. We're drinking whiskey.
Glendronach. Oh, God. I forgot how amazing this is.
Mo Osborne, hello, sir. Welcome.
Nice fat dram there for you.
Oh, my goodness. Who's got floaties? I get prizes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This is fucking something crazy, folks. Glendronach 15-year-old revival Oloroso shared casks from 2014. So it makes it what? 20 years old, I think, this one. Yeah. That's quite delicious, too. Oh.
20 years old, I think. Perfect.
Oh, my God.
Love me some Glendronach. Derek, we just did a Glendronach tasting.
This is nothing like any Glendronach you've had so far. Yeah.
Oh, it's got that funky that you like.
Oh, yeah, it does. That decay is in there. Oh. Oh, my God.
I can taste it in my nose. Wow. Glendronach 15 is your favorite. Have you had the 2014 bottling of said Glendronach? Because that's what this be. So we'll let you guys know what we got going on. We got someone very awesome. Probably, I think to this date, the favorite interview we've ever had on this show. A wealth of knowledge. And he's joining us tonight. We'll get him on here in just a minute. But yeah, we're gonna learn more about what's going on with our favorite cigar company, and we're drinking.
Yep.
What are you guys drinking? What are you smoking? Who's smoking tonight?
We're smoking Mombacho, Favilli. I don't know.
Buddy.
I don't know what to call it. We'll find out.
Come here. Come say hi.
We'll find out. I'm gonna cut mine. I got a new V cutter, and I'm breaking it in today. Very excited.
Hi.
There he is. Hi, buddy.
This is my boy Idris. He's joining us tonight.
Yeah.
You big sucky baby. No whiskey for you.
Oh,
no.
Papa, please.
Sorry, pal. Go eat dirt instead.
He's a good boy. Maybe he's not a good boy, but he's a sweet boy. Just like Becca. She's very sweet.
We're very fortunate in the lady and dog department. Yep. We did luck out. How's our evening going? It was a mad rush to get here on time. I worked all day.
I'm gonna cut this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Getting right into it?
My new cigar cutter. I'm finally replacing my old one from 2016. Finally.
A pretty big deal, actually.
Yep. This is the first cut. Ooh.
Pass that down when you're done, because I, too, shall cut my cigar.
There we go.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Do you remember the Matrix phone that came out? I think it was Sony Ericsson made it, and it was right when the Matrix was big and popular. It was not really a flip phone, but you'd click two things and it would slide open. It's like
Seems kind of familiar, yeah.
yeah. Everybody wanted that phone.
Yeah,
It
you
was a
got to
big
do it
deal.
nice and solid.
Oh, beauty.
Oh yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah. Jared's here. He's in the green room.
Yeah, he's just preparing.
Cool.
And I'm gonna go let the boy out quickly.
You want me to?
Sure, if you don't mind, real
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, as soon as you get that lit, just open the door and leave it open for a bit, I guess. It's not really super cold here. It's only -1.
I've been smoking so much of these lately.
Did you go through like a box in less than a week?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this I've been having a love affair with this cigar, and we're going to give away 4 tonight. We're going to give away 4 ounces of Glendronach as well, 15.
2014 bottling.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into why that's special later on. So, right off the bat, too.
Oh, man. Just so very pleasant, as we've come to know Mombacho for.
Whiskey in the Loops called in dead tonight. Oh, wow. Lucky you.
Yeah.
I hope you still got your taste buds and shit. Did you get the vid? Is that what happened to you? Ben is pouring a Glendronach 2009. Good. Smart move.
Looks like we have everyone here. And when we get a thumbs up from everyone, that's when we'll start pulling people in from the green room. So no big rush. Everyone's just kind of getting prepared. We're relaxing. And it feels good.
It does feel good. I've missed this. I haven't smoked a cigar since last weekend. And what a wild weekend we had.
That was good.
Great. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was real nice. I had a lot of fun. We smoked some stogies in Edmonton. Went to a comedy show.
We went to Q Cigar Room in Edmonton where we smoked 3 or 4 cigars and almost polished off 2 full bottles of whiskey.
Yeah. There's
A couple
literally
of
an
drinks.
ounce left in each one.
Perfect. Just the right amount for us to tell you about it.
Yep.
And I get to have one of my favorite breweries, the Growlery in Edmonton, had a spiced peach sour there. Oh, wow. It was
Gross,
good. No,
but
it's so good.
cool.
So good.
Yeah.
And the kangaroo burger, it was great. And then Saturday, all day we went whiskey hunting and we went and checked out a new distillery.
Yeah, we found crazy whiskeys in Edmonton again. Crazy
Man,
dusties.
We're hunting that city out.
Man, oh man, it's just unreal.
And then we did something else that was really fucking cool. We went and saw Shane Gillis live.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, one of my absolute favorite comedians.
He was drunk and loose. It was his last
It was
show.
his final show. He's
It was
been
good.
trapped in the mall for 3 days.
He was living in the mall, literally. Poor guy.
Yeah, he couldn't wait to get back to New York. Yeah, but yeah, that was our weekend, and it was a great time. Fuck, we found some really interesting shit.
Yeah, some good stuff. Good stuff.
I found a bottle of the Glenlingden. If you know, you know.
We were talking about it at Q on the Scotch sauce, and then Ty stumbles on one in a dusty shop, and Ty comes up. He's like, "Would you pay $110 for it, or whatever it was?"
$99.99.
99, $100. Would you pay $100? I was like, if I seen it for $100, I would buy it again. And he stumbled upon one, found one. I couldn't believe it.
Wicked. Yeah, it was super awesome. So,
I don't see Soupy. He's out of frame.
He had to go get something,
I
and-
see Jared. They're still organizing. So, folks, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to bring on Jared. We're going to bring on Soupy. We're going to talk Mombacho, see what's happening in the future, and maybe get some clarification on how we address Mombacho moving forward.
yes,
Favilli.
I want to learn all about it.
Yeah, so
I don't really know the full story. I want to learn some shit. So, but I'm excited because a few people have been ordering up using that Heathens discount than getting yourself some of the best cigars going in the world right now.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And they're doing right by us in Canada. So,
Idris! He's not supposed to yell. Idris! What's wrong, pal? You're okay. You're okay. Did something scare you? Yeah, you're a big old mean dog. You
big
get
old
scared from squirrels. You're going to be annoying, aren't you?
Want me to put you aside, buddy?
Oh, Jesus. Got him.
Idris, it's time for you to go.
Where you going to put him?
Outside.
All right. Don't forget, he's a short hair. You can't stay out there too long.
Oh.
Yeah. Might end up. We'll just put him on the couch. I got a treat for him. We'll give him that. Any who's it was it?
Okay, who's ready? Who's ready? Do we have a thumbs up? We got Soupy's ready.
Soupy's ready. We'll bring him on. You ready? Here we go.
Here comes Soupy.
There he is. Look at the man.
Oh, you got your little
screen
there. Cool.
It's so little.
Yeah, it is very little. Yeah, that's a fact.
It's
You think this one was big, but it's not.
It's my fancy mirror.
Is that what it is?
Call it my mirror. No, but it looks like a mirror.
It's a mirror that looks directly into the Whiskey Heathens World Headquarters.
Ooh,
It's actually a portal into your world. That's right.
Nice.
Mirror on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for having me on your show. As always, I love being a guest with you guys. Anytime we're talking about Mombacho, you know my affinity for Mombacho.
Yeah, you turned me on to Mombacho.
Yeah, it's your fault that we fell in love with them. So
terrible. I'll take that blame. Anytime. And I think I saw you guys starting on with the Liga Maestro.
Yeah, we're hoping to spend an hour here tonight if everyone's schedule allows.
Yeah, probably
That's
an
a
hour and a half
reasonable amount of time.
because I'm a slow smoker.
Yeah,
but
I'll be on number 2 by then.
Yeah.
Well, we've got two cigars to talk about that Mombacho was so kind enough to share with us. The Liga Maestro and the original release 2012 Corto, correct? Which is
all of that.
Favilli. Yeah.
No, we just have
That's the Favilli.
We just have the Liga Maestro.
Oh, okay. So I have also the Cortos. These are shorter ones. They were 2012 original. These are the original releases in 2012.
I don't know if you can hear
Idris is howling. You ever seen a pit bull howl? Unfortunately, I'm babysitting. I'm on dad duty.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to come with me. We'll put him on the couch here and give him a treat. Maybe I'll shut the fuck up.
And it looks like the boys are waiting there in the background.
Here, take that and go. Go. Good boy. Yeah? Are the Favilli boys ready?
Ready?
Thumbs up?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
That's awesome.
Waiting on you, punks.
Yeah. Gentlemen, hello.
Hello.
How goes it?
Oh,
it goes well. How goes it there?
Quite well.
Oh, it's excellent. It's excellent. Let me do one. I can finally see my camera. Setting up for this is interesting because you can't see your camera. It's like a shadowy thing, but now we can see, so we're good.
Okay.
Now you're looking good.
Yep.
You guys hear us okay?
Yep.
Excellent. How's everything?
We're really hoping for no technical difficulties tonight because it's been an issue.
It's been happening. I see that, but that's all good. And I'm a little surprised that we're going 1 hour tonight. What was last year? Like 3.5 hours, I thought.
Yeah.
We got some weird work shifts. So
it's
yeah.
We'll see. Maybe we'll go a little longer. We'll see how we feel.
Well, I live here, so
yeah, he ain't gonna go anywhere.
I don't give a shit.
Maybe I take off and he continues on for a few hours. Mm-hmm. And then it gets weird and the shirts come off.
Yeah.
It gets fucking. So who's your partner in crime here, Jared?
My name is Rafael. Nice to meet you.
Jamie?
Rafael.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Rafael. We found Rafael. He's Nicaragua's most premier digital artist. We stumbled across him through some happenstance on a post or this or that. Anyways, we started chatting and he came in and Rafael consulted for us for a while and really took charge of bringing our art direction the new way and doing all of our Central American Nicaraguan-based artwork and whatnot. And he was gracious enough to say, hey, I want to come on board full time and get weird with you guys and figure some stuff out. So I was like, well, that's a dream come true. Absolutely, bro. You're more than welcome. So he's been fully on board with us, and now he's getting more involved and stuff like this. So I was like, you got to come do an event with some great guys and check out your first digital cigar event.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. That's good to hear. So, where everyone's going to be wondering what you're smoking tonight, if you're smoking tonight.
Well, we have some options. I'm not sure if I'll do our new lava or our rebrand, or maybe we're just thinking light and clean, Rafael, and we'll just smoke some of the new Isletas here.
That's okay. Ooh. Very pretty, very bright, vibrant colors.
Granada.
Yeah, I like it.
So we're going to be smoking lava because we got a little treat for you guys, though you're going to have to sip vicariously. I'm not drinking tonight, but Rafael said he's going to drink for 3 of us, even though there's only...
Are you pregnant?
I can do it.
Cool. Excellent. So, we're drinking Scotch, of course.
We've got a very unique Florida Cagna. You're looking at the back of the bottle on purpose because it's a very difficult to find Florida Cagna. We picked up, basically, we have a couple bars now at the factory, which are Florida Cagna sponsored, and we get this 10-year bourbon barrel aged.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So, bourbon, yeah.
To the Whiskey Heathens and Buzzed Monkey himself, we don't have a whiskey or bourbon. We're in Nicaragua, so we're going to do some rum, but Rafael
makes sense.
And I'm enjoying it so far.
Yep.
I love it.
Nothing
Awesome.
wrong with that. Ty is a huge fan of rum.
I do enjoy rum.
I don't do rum so much, but finished in a bourbon cask, yeah, I would give that a try for sure, right?
You get behind anything if it's finished in whiskey.
If it's finished in a whiskey cask, I'm going to try it.
He even bought a bottle of wine that was finished in bourbon barrels.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting popular. It's getting super popular, actually.
Yeah. To me, like, even if it's a gimmick, it's still fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it tastes good, then tastes good and a gimmick, that's okay too.
Yeah, exactly. I was into gins for a while. I remember when it got popular to finish your gin in a sherry cask. And that was a
Ooh.
Okay.
Finish anything in a sherry cask and I'd try it too. We had those cigars in the sherry cask, remember?
Which ones?
Those purple ones. I can't remember.
No, those were Rabbit Hill. They were diesel.
Yeah, PX.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
sherry.
bourbon casks. PX. Yeah.
PX is sherry.
I understand that.
What?
It was from Rabbit Hill, bourbon. Then that bourbon was finished in PX sherry casks.
So I'm talking about the cigars.
I understand that.
I don't know what in the fuck you're talking about, son.
All right, we're just going to argue amongst ourselves.
So anyway, let's mute everyone so me and Ty can figure this out. But diesels, yeah. We had a couple of those. They were quite lovely.
They were nice. I have one left.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I'll ever find them again.
Mm-mm.
Thomas Keller saying it's far Kenya. I guess he was asking the name of the rum. So it's Florida Con, right?
It's Florida Cagna, Nicaragua's rum. It's the best rum I think in the world. It's got no additional sugar, so you can actually like rub your hands with it, and there's no stickiness. Like touch your face.
Ooh.
After.
Okay, that's good.
You can drink a whole lot and not feel like a dirtbag the next day. And what else? It's just delicious. So yeah, this is Florida Cagna. This one is a particular one you have to be in Nicaragua to try. It's called the Perfect 10. It's a 10-year age rum. It's a pure 10, not a blend, and that'll be finished in bourbon barrels. So
Nice.
Oh,
That's
that sounds
okay.
fantastic.
Yup.
Now, does Florida Cano make a cigar as well, or am I mixing that up with a similar cigar with the same name? Because there's a name Florida Cano cigar, so I'm just wondering if there's a Nicaraguan cigar.
yeah, so that's actually like a bundle cigar project that's not related to Florida Cagna.
Okay. Okay.
Thomas says it's for Kanye. It's ultra premium for rappers.
Okay. And now you have some exciting news that recently were promoted. to president of Mombacho Favaili, which is recent.
That's a pretty huge
and-
deal.
Yeah, like
Yeah. So,
Cheers, man.
and right in time for celebration of your 15th year in existence, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So it was kind of a surprise by some of the team, but Cam for the 15th year anniversary came back. I think we talked a little bit about this last time. He came back and he shaped up some order and did some stuff that needed to be done here to really create the trajectory that the company deserves, but also the company needed to go forward. And Cam's a very, very busy guy. He's got projects out the wazoo. I mean, you guys know him from Steam Whistle. Steam Whistle. He's in the electric boat scene. He also has Pantera, like Pablo Escobar's boats. He's just in everything. So he's a bit busy, and kind of was like the spiritual head of sorts down here while he was handling his stuff. And then at our 15th anniversary party at the beginning of this year, he made an announcement on our final night, which celebrated the rebranding of Tierra, and kind of told the world. So yeah, I guess here I am.
Well,
Cool,
cheers
man.
to you, my friend.
Yeah,
Cheers
very
to you.
exciting.
We'll raise the glass.
Hell yeah.
Well deserved.
So, we all have this burning question. I'm not sure how much you can say or what's going on, but Mombacho is now.
Favilli.
Are we referring to it as Favilli?
That's right.
So Mombacho is not Mombacho. Now, I did read the story, so I know exactly what the fuck happened. And I'm wondering, like, are you able to talk about this or no?
Yeah, so we have a couple different planned releases. Now, as you guys know, we're not a conventional cigar company, so we don't just like go straight to the trade media outlets in order to announce some news. We do a lot with direct to consumer. And we do a lot in the ultra premium sector of sales and whatnot. We have a lot of off-premise business, but it's a little bit different. So we have a really nice campaign that Rafael's helped with tremendously this year that'll be dripping out over the year as there's a transition. And of course, our website will be completed pretty soon. There'll be a full transition. Favilli.com will be a full experiential site where you'll be able to not only like book your tours here at the factory and your stay with us in one of our colonial houses, but you'll also be able to book different experiences, to purchase your products, to do a whole lot of stuff. So it's the next generation of online transactability for the company.
Cool.
Favilli, we have a deep history of Favilli. We the factory was once called Casa Favilli. We have a brand, Casa Favilli. Have a brand. It's actually Casa de Mario Favilli is the name of the Granada. It's just called Favilli Mansion here. Our neoclassical factory was built in 1924, completed in 1925 by Mario Favilli. And what we've done is I've been in the knee deep in brew model here since December. We're almost done. We're at the last third of it now. And we transitioned our factory entirely over to Favilli to pay tribute to Granada, to pay tribute to a man who took a
Very
bunch
cool.
of pieces, capolavori as we call them, and just really help transition Granada and create business. And our factory is now Favilli. We've decided to just go full board, and the brand change will go from Mombacho Cigars into Favilli. The good news about this too is that Mombacho will remain. I don't know how you guys will say this in the future, but you have to say the logo somehow, right? So the idea is a little bit from Prince, right? Like when Prince changed his name, and it's like, well, what's your new name, Prince? And he's like, oh, there is no name. It's just this logo. It's this
Just a
icon.
symbol.
Half cap.
Just the logo.
So
No, you changed it to TAF cap.
it will not say Mombacho anymore.
No.
Cool.
No. Well,
And you have a new Instagram as well, right? The new Instagram account.
Pardon me?
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't hear because the dog is shaking over there. The Instagram account, brand new. That's the Favilli as well.
Yeah, that's only because we got these crazy hackers asking me for like 5K in Bitcoin. And I'm like, for one, I'm not sharing 5K of Bitcoin with you. Number two, like, just give us our account back. So they're like, all right, 5K in Bitcoin or we delete your account. And I'm like, well, then man, might as well just click that button now. And it wasn't a bluff. He clicked that button right then. So we're like, all right.
Yeah, we'll build it up pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. You know, the Raphaels of the world, they get very, very stressed out about that. They're like, this is a big deal. And I'm just like, they won't let me advertise cigars on social media. They won't let me do anything on Google with tobacco. They hate me more than they hate freaking like drug peddlers. Like, let them take their followers and go somewhere. We'll rebuild it. So, but it's a good back and forth.
So like I'd like to jump on that. Here in Canada, there's massive restrictions on what you can and cannot do, what you can and cannot sell. And like getting cigars here is an absolute major nightmare. It's extremely costly. There's like 400% taxes on it. So we are 100% deterred from ordering in tobacco from anywhere except Favilli, right? So when Soupy introduced us to the brand, we fell in love right away. And then y'all are like, hey, you know, there's discounts available. And we're like, okay, like, let's do it up. And then you're like, oh, and hey, shipping's like $15. And we're like, oh, shit. Oh, well, after $250, it's free. Oh, okay. Oh, and we have a warehouse in Canada, so there's no major custom fees or surprise hostage fees. It's like, oh, jump on board, right? And now I'm smoking a box of Mombachos a week here. Like, it's getting pretty... shit.
It's going to take time.
Yeah, it's going to take a hard minute. But, yeah, now I'm smoking these, like, every day. These have turned into my daily smoke when I get home after work. Just a beautiful way to relax. It's always very consistent and reliable. So, yeah, we appreciate y'all, you know?
Thank you, guys. We're humbled, man, especially if that's your smoke and you come back from work, like, every day. That means the world to us. Really, that's what we're trying to do. Like, I never got behind the idea that one person or one company could create the very best cigar. Like, it's so crazy to even think about. I guess it's a good goal if you're into that type of thing, but it's like, let's graciously create the best experience for the uncompromising lifestyle.
Yeah, man. And you know what? You nailed it.
Awesome.
I tell you, boys, you nailed it. And, you know, it's been a true pleasure. I mean that. You know, this is how we meditate.
Literally.
Right? Yeah. And that's why I picked this whiskey. It's been discontinued for years. It's a 15-year-old. And, you know, celebrate the 15 year. But this was one of the first ones that I actually like really fell in love with when it came to Scotch whiskey. So I got a couple bottles that I've hoarded downstairs, just collecting dust. So I was like, man, now's the time. So we've cracked this already. We're halfway through it. We're going to share some of this. We're going to give away some Favilli cigars as well. So, yeah, this is going to be good. I'm extremely excited.
See, we've got Whiskey in the Loops. Our friend Steven, he just became a grandpa again on the 25th, so he's going to need some cigars to hand out. So why not have some of the best cigars in the world to hand out as gifts? So congratulations to Steve. And then Fergie71 says he needs information. Bring these to New Brunswick. That's the benefit there, Fergie. They're all over Canada.
You just order, partner.
Straight to the website.
Yep.
Straight to the website, right to your door. I mean, I'd love to use more Canada Post, but let's be frank, Loomis is a lot better. So Loomis delivers it pretty quickly.
Whatever works, man. It's been showing up pretty consistently at my door. So
I've never had an issue. I mean, I think my first order came in 2 days, and then it's been a consistent 3 days. It helps that, comes out of Ontario, and I'm in Ontario, so it's a little closer to me than the rest of Canada. I know. And you know what? I'm currently smoking the Liga Maestro. I wanted to talk a little bit about this because I think it's a fantastic smoke. It's an older cigar. It's 2013, correct? 2013 pre-release?
Yeah, 2013 on that. That was, there was just a limited number. I actually don't think that we have maybe 2 or 3 boxes left across the Canadian warehouse and the U.S. warehouse.
You'll know when you take the band off.
Yeah, the boxes were numbered too. I had number 2 box.
Really?
Yeah, like they weren't numbered, but it was hand numbered on the plastic. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there it is. I got 19 of 100.
Yeah. So very, very few.
What do you got, Jeff?
There it is.
98 of 100.
Nice.
Damn.
I think I
I'm towards the
had
end.
I had 2 and 2 or 3 other numbers. I only have 1/2 of one box left. So
They're good little smokes, man.
they
Yeah,
are so good. They're stupid, annoying good.
They were in a cajone, which is where we store those cigars after production, right? So they were in there, and we found some dates on them, and then we looked at the ticket, and we were filling some more Liga Maestro Pequeño because that brand also is now basically sold out. And we were going to fill some more boxes. I think it was for Germany or something like that. Anyhow. And there's a ticket on there, but they look significantly different. So we brought them to our first level sorting because we have 2 sorting for color and wrapper distinctions. We brought them to our first level sorting, which is downstairs and a little bit more intense than the second level, which prepares the sorted cigars for the boxes. So we brought them downstairs. They took a look at them, and this woman, Doña Chilo, who works for her, she comes upstairs with the ticket, and she's like, look, these aren't from 2018. 2019, like the rest of the batch. Look at these. This is why they're different. And I was like, well, how many do we have? And she's like, well, there's a paper on one of the rows that shows where we put the older ones on top of the newer ones. So this is what we have of the older ones. I think it filled like probably 105 boxes or 110 boxes.
Nice.
So we did 100 boxes. And then the other ones, I think we have like maybe, I don't know, 10 left or something like that. But yeah, so cool piece of history.
Yeah.
Nice. And Jared, the stamping of the cigars was that a thing that started only recently? Because I had noticed that this one, not like the others that I had started to smoke, don't have the stamp. So is that something that you guys started later on?
So we actually had to dig in the archives for those old rings. So the reason we didn't stamp them is because they're the original pre-release, which is kind of attached, like you see on the box there behind you guys. It actually says pre-release at the IPCPR, the box.
Yeah.
So those were released at that 2013 show. So we don't stamp the back of them because they're just distinct to that particular cigar release. So we have like the 2012 Corto. I'm not sure. I don't think that's stamped either. And then you guys will soon have, in a couple of weeks, the 2014 Fuerte series, and you'll have the original Classico 24 count cedar box. Before Tierra Volcan was Tierra Volcan, and those don't have stamps either. So
okay, that's exciting. And the cigars that you had showed at the beginning of the show, the Favaili, the new releases, which were released at your 15th year anniversary, which I wish I could have been there. It looked, by the pictures and the videos, an awesome time. I want to talk a little bit about that because anybody who saw the pictures looked like it was I think it was a 2 or 3 day event with tastings. There was dinners. There was some educational.
5 days.
5 days, yeah.
5-day festival.
5-day festival, food,
Awesome.
entertainment, day, pool, barbecue during the day, from what I saw. So tell me about that experience. I mean, how did it go? What was some of the highlights of the
event? It was
event?
really a great time. We took about 3 months to put together the transitional event for the new direction of the company, especially the new direction of the factory and our Nicaraguan business, as well as our Central American business, which is growing fast. That event, folks landed, they got in, we had a welcome dinner as standard. Everyone got set up with private transportation, huge welcome gifts that were sponsored by Florida Caña and Cerveceria, which is the brewery down here. So everyone got specialty beer, everyone got specialty rum, everyone got a little bit of a few accoutrements for their lives, some of the leather goods and stuff we'll talk about. And then everybody got some gifts for the day, and then a bunch of tickets and some different things. And they really didn't know exactly what to expect. We sent out an itinerary, but kept it very bland and very, kind of mysterious on purpose. So we ended up having some usual suspects come, which is always great. We ended up having some legacy folks from the old days come, and then we had a bunch of new folks come. It was a jam-packed house. So the first day, technically the second day, but the first event was to celebrate these letas, our new 1-dot Connecticut shade cigar. You'll see this here. So there's a Boveda inside, and then some of Raphael's artwork.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
And then, as you see, some paper.
Beauty.
Oh, looks fantastic.
So Isletas is a 1 dot, as you see here. It's we're not going with mild, medium, or full any longer. What we're doing is we're taking the approach of profile and experience, and this is a 1 dot. It's clean, it's fun, it's light, it's exciting. So we had a celebration at the day in the Isletas, which is what this brand celebrates, the Isletas. It's one of the marquee kind of tourism destinations in Granada. In 1570, Volcano Mombacho exploded, created a 13-kilometer landslide, and dumped 500 different volcanic boulders into Lake Nicaragua, the largest lake in Central America. From there, birthed the Isletas. Today, you hop in a boat, you tour the Isletas, you see the monkeys, you see a bunch of different lodging, a bunch of different places.
Wow.
We had a full event with Flor de Caña, which ran through a tasting as well as their 25 year and their 130th anniversary. We had a day at the Isletas at a particular hotel, which is extremely luxurious, 5-star. It was full service food, full service everything. Great time. We smoked Isletas, released Isletas. Everybody enjoyed it. And of course, the food, hors d'oeuvres throughout the day, we're pairing for that. That night, we came back and we had the Isletas blue-themed dinner at a pretty famous German restaurant here. Some light German beer, which goes really, really well. Believe it or not, the light beer goes super well with the Isletas. And we had a night of Schnitzel, Spätzle, and Das Boot, celebrating this.
Nice.
Kind of nostalgic thing that all the people used to do back in the day when they'd come. So we did that to celebrate for them. The next day, we released our second newest line, which is Lava. Lava is a 3-dot expression. We just pulled some cigars out of here to smoke. Lava is a 3-dot expression, as you can see right here. Lava is a Canadian broadleaf with some different things. We actually have a little bit of Dominican tobacco now.
Oh my.
Oh, so it's a mix.
What we did for Lava was we had a day at our factory. We had just processed through our remodel. We introduced everybody to the factory for the first time. People were wowed. One day we'll have to do a tour of it. The factory is completely different. It truly is an extremely luxurious mansion now, more than it ever was. And we did an entire tour. We did a couple different cool things. We had like the Central American and International Arm Wrestling competition going on. Just some cool, fun Nicaragua fun.
Cool.
We actually ran through our new Los Maestros blend. We also ran through our coffee roasting program and our new coffee bar.
Oh, I've seen the coffee.
It looks fantastic.
I've seen that coffee. That's very exciting. That will be on my next order.
So we have a big project on the way. Just as a side note. So then we ran through the factory, had an excellent day here, did a traditional Nicaraguan lunch, and then prepared for the night. The night was where we went and actually had the lava release at Volcano Masaya, where you can see the open crater and the lava flowing. So everyone got to smoke and experience lava for the first time with the lava flowing beneath them.
Wow.
The smell of that sulfur. And we had it after, a big meal. When everybody got back, we had a beautiful mansion here, colonial mansion, and we had a lava party where we actually made the pool lava, made the fountains lava, red lights. Tonya,
very cool, man. Wow.
The event. They had dancers, music, parties all night, and then we had a lava-themed dinner, which is run by a Culinary Institute of America graduate chef down here. And the guy made an incredible lava pairing dinner, and we did that with 130th anniversary Flor de Caña, which is a stronger and bolder Flor de Caña, and it matched perfectly with the lava. The final day, we had a great afternoon, and then we had the Sunset Flor de Caña party here for the re-release of our original line and our core Tierra, which is the Nicaraguan Sun, which still exists. This is the rebrand with the initial Tierra color. You see those beautiful rings inside. This is a 2-dot. The original Tierra was always a very balanced, beautiful Nicaraguan burro. This pays total homage to it with better quality tobaccos, better source products, and a better rolling process. And then we released the new 3rd and 4th floor bar and luxurious experience that we've opened up here at the factory. So we are Central America's only 4-story bar now, and we're also in Nicaragua and Central America, north of Panama. Nicaragua and Central America's most luxurious bar offering. which is Florida Cognac 18-year and up, poured out of the barrel. And we have a fully remodeled third floor, and then fourth floor, which we call our Quarto Piso. And we had a beautiful dinner that night, celebrated Sierra, and then had a big party on the Quarto Piso, and everybody got to be wowed by the new bar that we built. That was the event, and then about a third of us went to the beach for about 6 days after. So it was a big deal with brand releases every day, and it was just high impact, high energy, tons of stuff going on. The stipulation was overloaded. People didn't know what to do with themselves, and we were just so thankful to have it.
I'm jealous.
Yep.
All I heard was that I was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, we definitely weren't in the right place.
No.
So now I guess we have to wait for the 30th anniversary in 15 more years before you throw another lavish event.
15th anniversary and not do that on the 16th. The 16th's got to rock also, man, and so does the 17th.
Okay.
And 18th.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Every year.
Hopefully our
we're gonna do an
country is
annual
open
party.
by then and we can leave.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'll come down there for that for
Sure.
sure.
Me too. Maybe not the
See,
16th,
you know what?
but
17th.
yeah, the 17th for sure.
Canada
The
represents
20th.
A bar.
What's that?
You brought up
Canada
I said,
represents I think we had 20 folks from Canada.
Wow.
Awesome.
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Now you mentioned the bar, which I think if you go to the Instagram and you're looking for Favaili, you're going to see two accounts. One is the Favaili, which here is your cigar brand, and then the Favaili 1925, which is the link to the bar restaurant that you're talking about. Correct?
Correct. Favilli 1925, Favilli 1925.com. That's our landing page for that. We have a hard opening in April, and it's totally separate from the cigar factory. It's a restaurant bar. It's a Mediterranean themed neoclassical bar. It has the old street lamps upstairs, everything, the pergola with the lights. That serves some cured meats, dried cheeses, some olives, things like that. We have an olive oil bar.
Yes.
With fresh bread. It's a Florida Cognac sponsored bar. We serve 18-year minimum and up.
Wow.
Big, beautiful litros of the beer served in champagne buckets. Black tie service. It's 18 tables on the third floor, and it's another 11 tables on the fourth floor. The fourth floor is a little bit more exclusive. It's four walls filled with glass. It's the only panoramic view of Granada, and the best view.
Wow, man. Unbelievable.
Of Granada, and it's reservation only. And it's really just we're super humbled to have this spot. This factory came to life like true. It's kind of a dream come true for us.
Man, that sounds just so amazing, man. Like so amazing.
I think I'm gonna have to nip at Josh's and Ty's heels to try to get them to organize a official Whiskey Heathens tour.
Yeah, we're in discussion with some peeps right now, and Jared, we will be in touch.
Not
All
the
you gotta do is fly here. You fly here, and it's all done. Everything.
Man, yup.
Yeah, we just have to be allowed to leave our own country.
Yeah,
We're prisoners right
once
now.
once the scheduling lines up, man, we're there. And when I say we're there, I mean we're gonna fucking be there, man.
We'll come, we'll record, we'll bring the drone, we'll bring some cameras, we'll bring some amazing whiskeys. We got a case specifically for transporting guns and liquor. So, but yeah, we'll bring all kinds of cool shit. We'll have
we
a
will.
Great time down there.
We'll bring some Whiskey Heathens official glassware for y'all to enjoy.
We love it. We don't do any whiskey here, but if there's some whiskey that we should have here, we'll have it. If we can get those glasses, we'll exclusively serve here at the bars. We're 2 bars now. We'll exclusively serve the Whiskey Heathens. What are those Glencairn glasses? Or
Yeah.
I will gladly drink rum while we're there.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
a problem for me.
Yeah, I'll drink rum. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm drinking rum for all of us right now.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah,
That's
man.
awesome. Well, I'm really enjoying this cigar, and I'm excited to try the 3 cigars that you had featured. Now, this is the first time, other than the factory blend, this is the first time that you've gone away from pure Nicaraguan and started going with Connecticut leaves and blends. Is that correct?
Yeah, so for our core lines, like our home lines, that is correct. There's been some interesting stuff done in the past, but to create our core line, we centered it around Tierra, which is the rebirth basically of Tierra Volcan. And Nicaraguan Puro always will be the best sourced Nicaraguan tobacco that we can find. And the Connecticut shade, I mean, you just need a Connecticut shade in your lineup. It was time. We did that. And then the lava, you just need that espresso after dinner, that bold, rich, balanced cigar that just kind of puts you over the top of satiation. That's heavy. And we did that, of course, with a Connecticut broadleaf. I mean, I feel like that's one of the better wrappers to do a cigar like that with. So
cool.
Emiliano Ortez just went to town and made dreams happen, tobacco dreams happen. And here we are. It's like, okay, yeah, let's get these things out and have some fun.
Yeah, sounds like a good way to spend a Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Right? Like a Saturday or a Friday.
Tuesday, or, one of those days
Thursday.
Why.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about another cigar company, but I'm really curious to try these new Connecticut shades because one of my favorite cigars that I recommend to people all the time when they're getting new into cigars and stuff is the Drew Estates Undercrown shade.
Oh,
so are these available in Canada right now?
So they will be in about 3 weeks.
Perfect.
All right. Well, then.
Okay. So we're eagerly.
It's a little bit different than the Underground shade. It's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more like a Davidoff with some meat to it. It's still one dot, very light, very clean. You can smoke it
for breakfast. Chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
So for the people that don't know, you're talking about the dots, the 3 dots, the 2 dots, the 1 dots. What do the dots mean exactly?
So we moved away from like mild, medium, full, conventional thinking, because we don't need that. Like the cigar industry is filled with mild, medium, full. So we're not thinking we're inventing something new and cool. Like people engaging 1 through 5, 1 through 10, whatever, bloggers. Our idea is that we just want to make it simple. It's 3 dots. If there's 3 full dots and you're looking at 2 dots that are full and 1 dot's that empty, or 1 full dot and 2 empty dots, your mind's already going to tell you what's what, and then colors associated with that should help. So the dots are basically the profile and experience. A 1 dot is a very clean, light experience, fun, lighthearted, easy, and that also has to do with your profile of your cigar. Easy. It could have to do with the strength. Not heavy, not bold, not strong. It's 1 dot, right? 1 out of 3. Your 2 dot is basically right down the center. Your 2 dot is your quintessential, your heavy flavor cigar, not too strong, but still there. And then your 3 dot is basically, you've had a full experience, you've had a full day, you had that great dinner, you had that great time, and you just want to be satiated to the brim.
So like maybe like a 3 dot would be like a Maduro maybe.
Exactly right. That's why we chose the Connecticut Broadleaf. 3 dot is a fuller profile cigar.
So that actually speaks to me on a completely different kind of spiritual level because
we're dumb.
Well, I used to collect sports memorabilia for a long time before the fires, right? And there was this brand called Black Diamond, and depending on how many diamonds was on it was the rarity and more special, more tailored kind of thing. So 1 diamond, there was a lot of them, run of the mill. 2 diamonds, a little bit more rare type of thing. So it's kind of cool. I mean, not the same thing when it comes to rarity, but it's a different
easy
way,
to look at.
of looking at it. Because like you said, everybody says mild, medium, strong. Every fucking buddy says mild, medium, and strong. So it's just cool to have a quick visual representation, right? Yeah, I like that.
If I'm smoking strong cigars today with some of the stuff that's hitting the market, like if I'm going to try to produce a strong cigar, that kind of has to meet my palate in order to get out the door, right? Like it's just natural when you're making a cigar, you do something that satisfies yourself and that you believe as a professional will satisfy other people. With some of the great stuff that's coming out today too, because everyone's making awesome cigars, but the strength, like I can't make a 3 dot. Some of the stuff I smoke, I'm like, I can handle it, but I'm like, wow, that is strong. So like, that's why we kind of base it on experience. It's definitely fuller than a 2 dot and a lot fuller than a 1 dot. It may not knock you out your socks, but that's not really the point for our smokers anyway.
Yeah. Now, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So the rebranding here is taking place, but I did notice to purchase, it's mombachocigars.com.
Correct.
So is that going to stay that way, or is that changing as well?
Yeah, that's one of those trickling effects that we're doing going along the line.
So it's the transition. Okay.
You can go to Favilli.com right now and it'll push you Mombacho, but that Favilli.com will come out as the experiential site with the shop. Mombacho will always exist, Mombacho Cigars. I mean, we have the trademark in everywhere but the US. It is an iconic brand that we have. In terms of icon, I don't mean like status in the world. I mean literally an icon that's going to make you say Mombacho. So we're not going to lose that. We have plans for putting brands underneath that umbrella. But yeah, so I mean, we live in an e-commerce world. We really do.
For sure.
I don't want to sound cheesy, but it's different than what, going into brick and mortars looks like for a lot of the cigar companies.
Yeah, and first of all, everyone loves cheese, man. Pile it on. But these lava cigars, for example, will we be able to purchase those off MombachoCigars.com, or will we go to the Favilli?
So Favilli pushes to Mombacho right now, so you'll be able to purchase those. You'll be able to purchase lava in a couple weeks in Canada on MombachoCigars.com.
Cool, right? Fucking on.
No.
Man.
Jared, I wanted to ask you, for those who have an account, because I've spoken about this, and this is one of the benefits of signing up to the website. You get an account, all your history is there, your profile is there. When you make an order, it just makes it a lot easier because you don't have to re-enter everything, your shipping and all that. And you're collecting, I call them at the time Mombacho bucks, where they're points towards reimbursement of your products online. So when the transition officially occurs, will users who have accounts, will they have to or will everything follow? Will your history follow, or will? Yeah, that's fantastic.
No work, zero work must be required for our great consumers. If there's any work, then we fail, right?
You make it so easy for us to love you. Thank you,
man. Like I said,
you're worse than Amazon because you're making like the one click. I fill my cart, and before I can have any sort of buyer remorse, it's already shipped to my house. There's no no changing their mind. You clicked it, it's gone, it's shipped.
Yes, that is absolutely lovely. And something else, we talk about it all the time. When we order, we'll get a call, and some lovely person on the other end is asking us how our day is and if we're enjoying the weather. And I'm just like, oh, you know what? Hell yeah, I am. And last time I got a call, sweetheart, I can't remember her name now, but she said,
Nuvia, correct?
Yeah. She said, hi, Josh. Do you remember me? And I recognized her voice right away. And I was like, yes, I do. And she's like, cool, your order's going to be on the way soon. Just wanted to make sure everything's cool, right? Yep.
That's such a nice, little concierge service you guys had. And it just, who doesn't like to feel like a special?
Yep.
I'm a special little prince. I love it.
Yeah. It makes us feel important for a second because we ordered a cigar that we were 100% going to order and smoke anyway, right? But just for a second, it's like, God damn, you know what? It is a beautiful day. I didn't take a second to have a look around, right? Oh, what a great touch, man.
It's important. It's not just people who order either. On e-commerce world, you get a lot of abandoned carts. Sometimes people put in their information. We call them and of course ask them if they want to be walked through the order process. And if not, we wish them well. And then if we don't see them again, they're getting in the rotation to be called again in 3 months just to say hello.
Nice.
Well done.
Yeah.
Quite a while, but we're still here. Anything you need, just let us know always. And that touch is nice, it would be better to have, if that ever got to the point where it was totally out of touch, because we have 2 people calling at all times now. If it ever got to the point where it was out of touch, then it'd be better for us, truly. It'd be better for us to have less sales and greatly increase the customer experience because there's 2 roads with cigars, right? One, you need to sell everywhere and to everybody and get volume out. Or number 2, you need to really make a special experience, right? We're not Davidoff. I can't open up lounges across the world.
Not yet.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe if we're so blessed to have that one day. But what we can do is we can transact in a digital age and then just back that up with traditional, good phone conversation. And people don't like the phone. But as you guys know, if you miss a call, you're getting an email within 5 minutes, which says the same message. So it's just essential for us, man. The customer and client touch points If you're in e-commerce and you're not doing customer and client touch points, look, buy your socks somewhere else. Buy your stuff from Amazon somewhere else. It's not worth, I mean, yes, it's quick, but all these great e-commerce companies are pumping good stuff. There's plenty of good companies out there who, when you order your $5 socks because they have like your dog's face on them or whatnot, they'll call you and they'll say thank you. And you know what? I'm all for it. That's what we want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're bridging the modern with the old. You're taking like a traditional, like we saw an ad posted the other day for like Jim Keen cigars. It was from the 1800s. And it was just a little folding ad from a magazine. Super cool to see. But you're taking that old traditional style of a pastime that's just been generational, that's been usually used for most people out there. Cigars are to celebrate something. Like Stephen earlier, the becoming a grandfather or graduating or something big, right? But it's moved into a way where we're just celebrating life at this point. So you've taken that traditional, old school way of just celebrating everything and made it so convenient and easy. It's fantastic. I mean, it's unlike anything else right now, and it's wonderful to see.
So we're also setting up our warehouses right now for total customizable boxes. So you guys will have that, like you want to buy Tierra Toro, for instance, you guys will have the option to customize your box. I mean, even our new leather goods, as you can see, they now have initials and whatnot.
I did see a post for your leather shop. Yeah, that's...
So we're just taking the luxury approach without having to say luxury because the product stands behind it. The way that we get luxury and good stuff is by doing 100% Nicaraguan work, handmade, certificado, handmade boxes, handmade, cigars, no machines, handmade leather from the best of the best. And it's the personal approach. We're getting ready to launch in the summer a really nice series that'll go forward for the next couple of years, which is basically like a very rare and limited type of list, which you'll be able to experience the growth of the tobacco, the aging, the pilon, the rolling, all the way through until purchase 2 years later. And when we do that, it's not just like a gimmick. We're not asking for money. We do that, it's because people want the story of that cigar. And that box will be totally customizable with artwork done for you, with your name on it. And 2 years later, you sign up. You click the button.
I love it.
2 years later, it shows up totally customizable. And why not make cigars for that reason? Why not look at that list and be like, hey guys, a year and a half ago, these people signed up for this. So we need 6 months of aging. What you're producing today is for Jeff from Buzzed Monkey, and he really likes this particular blend. And you know what? This is for him. So that way, one of our tables sits there and is like, hey, I'm rolling for Jeff today. And it's like the level of authenticity, you can't pass that up. And it's the most fun. So that's what we want to do.
That's fantastic. And I love that. And that's the thing that attracted me to the brand. I mean, cigars, there's so many brands out there that you get lost. I mean, and they're good brands, but the personalization and the contact and the communication on Instagram, whether, it started with you chatting and just communicating with sharing pictures that the users posted on your feed and recognizing the moments that your fans were enjoying and sharing that. It transversed into connecting and talking about the cigars. And here we are today, friends among friends enjoying a cigar. So, and that happened relatively quickly. This wasn't a 2-year process. This happened instantly, which I loved. I love the communication. Now, speaking of your Instagram, because I'm often talking to, or I'm commenting, and is there one person who's in charge of your Instagram, or is it a team? Is there somebody who's behind that?
Yes, this guy right here.
Yeah.
Is that Raphael?
Yes, we have to speak sometimes before. It's like to put the face into the communication.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice. Yeah.
Hopefully someday we can shake hands. I hope.
Well, we're going to take a second here and just transition to a new segment we like to call blowing smoke up your ass. I'm going to put this up here for a second. This is our history expert that we have here. Not our history expert, but a very cool person that we met recently. We hung out with him on Friday. He says that he loves that philosophy. He's not a regular cigar smoker, but he'll probably order some Favilli this weekend just based on how you speak about your company. So whenever we talk to people about Mombacho and now Favilli, we mentioned that like we've had many guests on our show, and we talk about you, Jared, as being our probably favorite guest because your passion shines through. The way you talk about the company is it's with love. Honestly, you can feel it. You can feel it in your voice. You can feel it in your expressions of it, and it makes us fall in love with us. It makes us really just like enjoy everything about it, and we love sharing that with people. Very excited for what's coming down the pipe, and it sounds like with Dave here, you're going to have a new customer pretty soon. So it's word of mouth. It's growing like that. You're right. The Instagram, shit happens, right? Whatever. It's going to build up because people are going to hear about it. They're going to see these beautiful blue boxes and orange boxes. Yeah. They're going to recognize the Mountain logo. They're going to go for it because they're going to know. It's exciting.
Something that needs to be said is, we share a lot of cigars amongst each other, trading all the time, bringing cigars everywhere, always. And with this brand and every brand, if I give someone a cigar, like they're not personally hurting my feelings if they don't like the cigar. They can tell me if they like it, if they don't, what they do like and what they don't. So the people who we share these cigars with are honest individuals who are going to straight up say, like, I didn't like this. And so far, everybody's like, noise, right? So, like, until there's a time where, like, hey, this is not cool, man, how can you not share? You want people to enjoy the things that you enjoy, and we can all meditate together, you know what I mean? Like, it's been nice. It's been a cool little journey here, seeing all the different flavors, and there's something out there for everyone, and people seem to be enjoying what's happening. So. And you can't make it any easier.
No. So now new cigar smokers will say, hey, try a 1 dot. Start with that. Nice and easy.
Well, Mr. Woodley, you go ahead and you let us know when you order. You got to use that code, the affiliate code Heathens, and just let us know when you order. And you're not a regular cigar smoker, so we'll make sure that we find a way to give you a few options no matter what you order, so that way you can experience us. We're all for that too, and you're coming by way of friends. So, but yeah, so let us know when you do place that order, and we'll make sure to take care of you and get you trying a couple different things. Because, like you said, if you can share with a friend, that's really the best way.
So those guys, those that are not the regular cigar smokers that are new to cigars, is there a one of the lines that you would recommend right now that is a good starting point for them to start with Mombacho if they're early into their cigar journey? Absolutely.
Tierra Volcan is, it was the Mombacho brand, then it was Tierra Volcan, then it was, it's just a tried and true blend that not only is just delicious, it's super approachable. It's not offensive. It's reminiscent of more of a classic type of cigar. Its flavors are interesting and compelling enough for even a novice who's not familiar with how to taste the profile of a cigar, exercise the palate. It's enough for them to say, ooh, I can bite into some of these flavors. But also it's that kind of, you're not a big cigar smoker and you only can smoke half a cigar. It's one of those that when you do put it down and you're done, you're not offended. You're not walking away, with tons of stuff in your mouth thinking about that. It's got enough strength. It's not light, but it's got enough strength. It's got enough flavor. It does really well. That'll be available for a while, and then of course this is basically the re-release of that one I'm smoking now, and that's an awesome starting point for the new stuff. You got to go right to Isletas, that Connecticut shade 1 dot, simple, clean, fun. If you're a morning coffee cigar guy, which a lot of newer smokers are not, because they don't really compute tobacco in the morning, right? They need to be fed. They need to have a little bit of their day going.
It's an after dinner thing for most people.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry. We don't make a Connecticut shade exclusive for coffee in Isletas. This goes super well with a crisp beer. It goes incredibly well with white wines and sweet wines. And it still has enough flavor to say, wow, okay, I'm smoking something. And I'm telling you, you won't even smell like a cigar after it. So that's another good entry point for the new smoker.
Beautiful.
Cool.
That's
I
awesome.
have a box of those downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I smoked a box as well.
Doesn't take long.
No. Now that summer's coming too, I've been stocking up. So I'm going to have to I've come to find out I am the most common user of the discount. So
For now.
yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to try these new lines and put those boxes in my humidor. They're just so colorful and vibrant. It's really exciting.
So you mentioned coffee. We're in northern Alberta. It was like -6 this morning. Like it's still cold here. As the spring comes on and the summer comes on, one of my favorite things with a cigar is a coffee. Like obviously I like the rum and the scotch, but just a nice coffee with a cigar.
Yeah, I like that too.
Now that the weather's nice, I got a beautiful back deck. I can go sit out on. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to be diving more in. I won't say a fair weather smoker, but I don't smoke nearly as many cigars in the winter, just because I can't stand outside in -40 for 2 hours.
I have
It's a
the
little
garage,
tough.
so I don't mind it so much. But in the summer, I'm the same. 2 to 3
I-
cigars usually.
I call this the Canadian cigar because this is a mini Mombacho, the mini, which is perfect for the cold weather when you want a quick smoke
20 minutes.
or
I smoked
early,
one of those on the way
early
out to
morning.
pick up Ty today.
Yeah,
This
If
is
you're
my
in your
third
car-
Mombacho today, so or a Favilli, my third Favilli.
Yes.
Yes.
Going to get rebranded? Are these going to get rebranded?
Yeah, so those actually will be out very soon too. Right now, we do have a deal going on in Canada. We don't like to call them deal and discounts, but we have a little complimentary promotion going on in Canada. If you buy the Mombachito, those are called, those are being rebranded to Tierra, and we have those now in Isletas and Lava also. If you
Cool.
do buy the 50 count right now, you'll receive a free half pound of our first roast coffee, which is our exclusive coffee for the lounge that we're sitting in. That's active on the website. So if you guys
Too
like
good.
that, great. Now we can't do double codes. So basically the affiliate code is a promotion. It is a discount, but it's a promotion for referral. And then you can't double down. However, the coffee's available and it's available for sale. Just half pound first batch, limited numbers. That's the coffee we have here. Canada is very interesting. I'm a big coffee guy. Canada is very interesting. More than water, coffee is consumed in Canada.
Yeah.
More than water, coffee is consumed. Also, it's one of the only things, I think the only thing in Canada that doesn't require import tax, export tax, or anything to bring it into Canada. So I've got big coffee plans for Canada.
Good.
We have 2 blends coming out, a Connecticut and then a Habano Oscuro. And those actually have a coffee that is roasted and selected. I just finished the gold roast of that. This Saturday, I pick up the first final roast of that. So I have to go and roast it with the guys. So we're getting big into coffee and we're doing some roasting here. So all that coffee that you guys are getting from our website is done right here in the factory.
Wow.
Nice.
Very cool.
That's fantastic. And
How
are you guys?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, we roast and then we seal it almost right away. So as you guys know, sometimes coffee sits on shelves a lot longer than we like to admit, especially these artisanal coffees, these rare coffees, these single origins. They're on the shelves way, way too long. When this goes out, it goes out in limited numbers. It hits the website. You're talking within weeks, you're having that fresh coffee. So the aromas, the oils, that fattiness, it's just, I love
That's
coffee.
what we call the nasty. That's what we want.
It's the nasty.
Yep. The
Now,
essence.
I know what I'll be doing. I'll be buying a whole new set of Rubbermaid mini containers. I'm going to be infusing a bunch of different Favilli cigars with Favilli coffee. I'm looking forward to doing that as a little experiment.
Quite interesting you say that, sir. That's all I can say.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So more exciting news, and
Yeah. Very exciting.
Dangling the carrots. Now, being in a hot country, I have a curiosity question: is cold brew a big thing in Nicaragua? Cold coffee or cold brew with your coffees, or are people drinking hot coffee?
So in the north, we have from Matagalpa north, which is almost the center of the country, there's excellent coffee options. It's the home of coffee in Nicaragua. In the north, you have a lot of the shops that do their own cold brew. In the south, we have a coffee problem. until you get to the Costa Rica border, we don't have a phenomenal coffee that pumps out in shops and whatnot in the south of the country. We're a small country, but there's a pretty big difference. So we really want to take over locally too and nationally this coffee segment for betterment of coffee, I should call it, in the south of the country. When you go north, you get a lot of different cold brews and stuff, but it's not diverse. They'll usually do one cold brew. I work some different stuff at the house, so we have some powerful cold brew that'll come in and out of the factory if there's any left over from my fridge. But in the south, you can't get cold brew. You can get in the capital, Managua, which is about 40 minutes north of us, but really your coffee selection in the north of the country is where you want to go.
Oh man, it's minus 40. I'm drinking cold brew here, man. Yep, I'm a cold brew junkie. I love hot coffee too, but cold brew. I just kind of fell in love with cold brew. And I have a question as well. The coffee varieties, are you having like a house blend that you source consistently, or are there various limited small batch releases?
So our Mombacho Lounge at the Favilli factory, our Mombacho Lounge, which you can see about half of right now. We have a full bar over here in this direction. Our walk-in humidors over here. We have a coffee that's consistent and that'll be available here all the time. We offer free V60 or Chemex drip coffee to every client who walks in the door. And then if you want an espresso or cappuccino or a coffee with milk, cafe con leche, then we charge. That's a consistent coffee, and that's what's on the website right now, that coffee that we drink here.
Cool.
And then for the new project coming up, we have a gold roast and an espresso roast.
Yeah.
Those will be consistent too. And then what we're going to start doing is we're going to start releasing cigars, coffee, accoutrements, and accessories in seasons. So we'll have summer lineups for things that'll release a month before that season. We'll have winter lineups for things, and that'll take into account all different types. For instance, what is the flavor profile necessary for the Canadian coffee drinker in the winter, and how much time does he have with a small cigar? So that's the type of stuff that we're getting ready to embark on too. It's really exciting.
You're catering to us.
Yeah,
It's
man,
very,
it's
very
exciting.
nice.
It's very exciting. Because I got to be honest, nobody caters to Canadians when it comes to tobacco and this whole thing, right? So it's really exciting to be part of this. I mean, y'all been around for 15 years, but this is empire shit that's happening here now, right?
Canada, I mean, I'm American, but Canada is our home. That's our HQ of HQ. That's where the mind was, that's where the thoughts and the mind were generated for this project. Everything happens here in Nicaragua. We celebrate Nicaragua as best as we can. We celebrate Grenada especially as best as we can, but we have a deep, deep affinity and dedication to Canada. And also it's a very difficult market, but that doesn't really stop an idiot like me or a genius like Cam for going after it. So we're highly dedicated to Canada, and Canada continues year over year to increase and get better for us. And no matter what comes with Canada, outside of them totally banning a product, which, we hope never happens.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's going to constantly be, okay, let's talk Canada first. What's crazy is when people look at us and they're like, man, we don't really see you in the U.S. presence so much. It's not like we're trying to do, remember that song, I'm Big in Japan, right? We're not like trying to do I'm Big in Japan. Like, no, we're like, hey, we're pretty big in Canada. And they're like, oh, okay, what's pretty big in Canada? We're like, no, we really like Canada. Like in Canada humbly appreciates us. So we're just here. I mean, Canada's where the heartbeat happens for the factory. So it's always going to be like that.
Very cool.
Very nice.
Very reassuring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the libertarian in me, if they ever do ban tobacco, I will gladly set up a smuggling ring. So we'll still get.
We'll be smoking Favilli for many years to come, regardless. Yeah.
With all the bullshit with Canada packaging, are the boxes and the labels still going to remain, or do you have to comply with our garbage baby puke green labels?
Yeah, so it's tough to comment on because
no problem. We'll just skip that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got it. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what?
Good, because those even look beautiful too.
So beautiful.
I think when you lift that box, I think of lifting a beautiful humidor. Is that a project that your guys getting into? Some humidors, some custom some custom humidors that are exclusive to Favaili? Because I see that and I think of a humidor.
So, people like, red lighters and things, a lot of people now, they're seeing this, and especially at the party and a couple of the nations that the cigar and the products in now, and distributors, whatnot, just a slew of people. They're like, all right, so this is really nice stuff. It's high-end stuff. We also have environmental friendly boxes coming because that's a big thing. I mean, we're not like tree huggers here by any means. And if any tree huggers are watching, I don't say that offensively. I mean, yeah, it's just what you're
no
into.
No offense, you fucking tree huggers.
Yeah,
but hey, man, it's all about reducing that carbon footprint too, right?
Yeah, it's just like, look, everyone's doing a box, so we're gonna make a recyclable good. Because if you're throwing the boxes out, well, darn it, man. I'm just gonna be frank with you guys. I'd rather give you more cigars than spend an exorbitant amount on these crazy, beautiful boxes. Let's make something that's beautiful and luxurious, but that's a little bit easier to recycle and get rid of, or easier to get into the country. So that's the goal too, because when you look also at regulations and whatnot, I mean, look what happened with wood last year over COVID, right? Like,
no.
It's gracious, man. You cannot make a cigar box and wait 9 months on lead time. You can't do that. So with that being said, when we look at humidors and stuff, we thought about traditional accessories again, because everyone's like, look at these colors. You guys got to run the accessories. You got to run the matching stuff. So we're like, okay, we'll run matching leather. And they're like, oh, cigar cases. And we're like, no, everyone sells cigar cases. Like, why a cigar case? There's plenty of great companies doing that. We don't need to move in that space just to collect a dime. But different types of leather goods, bottle holders. Would you rather just have a really hot red leather bottle holder when you go and bring it to your friend's house to go drink?
I would.
Ty would.
I can see Ty with that around the fire this summer.
So when we talk about a humidor, Jeff, we thought about that, but there's plenty of good humidor companies out there. And if we do a humidor, it's just got to be filled with the gold, which is the cigars. But right now, there's no plans for anything like a humidor or whatnot, unless someone wanted to come down here. If you come down and you want a humidor, then we would take you to our wood guy, our wood specialist who sources the rare and hard to find wood. I wish I could show you guys what our bar is made of. It's just beautiful. But you can see our furniture now that we've had handmade and stuff. So if you come down and you want something, you know what? Let's make it together, and then we'll ship it to you when it's done.
Man, that's
dude,
beautiful.
Yeah,
I just recently acquired a wine cooler that I'm going to convert into a wineador. I got to get some cedar to line it and stuff. So
I got to tell you something. I just bought a 6 foot tall humidor that I restored, and the reason I had to do that is because I had several Favilli boxes sitting in massive Tupperware tubs with Boveda packs, and I was like, this is getting stupid. Literally, I need to upgrade my humidor drastically, and it was to accommodate the 50% of my collection that is Favilli cigars.
So you guys ever seen water in a box? You ever seen water in a box?
No.
They sell this water. It's like water that's served in remember the old milk cartons from school that you used to fight with, and then you get like that. We sell this
water bottle drink box things.
They're like, if you buy one of the water and you share it on social media, we'll plant a tree. But you can't authenticate that you went out and planted a tree because I bought your $4 bottle of 8 ounces of water. You can't authenticate that. So we're kind of playing with some of this recyclable stuff like that. If you just send us a picture of 10 boxes before you throw them out, right, or recycle them, because you think about our big business in Switzerland and Germany, places where you have to pay to throw away trash. You have to pay to throw away trash. How do you incentivize that? You can't throw away a box, you'll get taxed. Our idea is just email Nuvia anything, number one, she'll deal with anything, but email Nuvia your picture of 10 boxes before you throw them out and recycle them. And all right, we'll give you 5,000 loyalty points. What's the difference? So
why are you doing this? Why are you the Wizard of Oz that just wants to, constantly give awesome things? What's the motivation for you? Are you trying to collect karma points? Did you kill someone in a past life?
It's just fun. It's just fun to do that, right?
Man.
We give you loyalty.
You know what? It feels good to feel good, and when all your friends are feeling good, man, what else are you looking for? This is ritualistic for us, you know what I mean? So when it's so personal every step of the way, man, that adds a tremendous amount to what we call the ambiance, you know? Like when we're sitting down, reflecting our day, contemplating our week, man, I'm thinking about like, who rolled this? How's Nubia doing? Like, you know what I mean?
Now I'm going to be looking at Instagram and thinking, I wonder how Raphael's doing today.
Yeah, totally. Like, it's cool to see the folks that, you know, make our experience so ritualistic, right?
Yeah. You know,
it's beautiful.
Not only ritualistic, right? Like it's, you know, people say, oh, it's time well spent. It's this and that. It's you know, the point is like, if you're going to do it, then do it with the best thing that can accompany. Now, you guys are interesting because you try stuff. Like you try the whiskey, you take a shower, you drink the beer. Like you do all these different things. Like I wish you could do the shower things with the cigars. That's kind of difficult. We got to figure out.
Oh, that would be great.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
But like the umbrella, I think we talked about that one time. Anyway.
We'll talk.
Like that moment that you say it's ritualistic and you're thinking about Nuvia and stuff like that, like it's very simple as a cigar company to say, all right, when we're talking in our marketing meetings, like, all right, so this is what we've done with this consumer. We've owned this moment. Like, that's good. That's what we want, right? And it's like, yeah, we sat down, we thought about that. And it's like, actually, that's the opposite of what we want. Like, we just want a decent product that you feel can accompany what you're doing. And if that product can accompany what you're doing rather than be the highlight of what you're doing, listen, all the better. You like watching movies outside your laptop with a cigar. It's a great movie and the cigar was good. If we could be that cigar, then I don't want you to think about that cigar. I want you to think about that time you had alone watching the movie and, oh yeah, that cigar was good. And when you want that again, then we're there, you know, like other than that, you know, you're when you say that this is ritualistic time and you think about us, like there's nothing more humbling. You know what I mean? You don't put your underwear on and think about Hanes or think about Egyptian cotton. You're like,
not even once. Not even once, man.
No, one time it did actually.
Yeah, but that was a Thursday. Nah, never mind. Yeah, but it's true because you've built a connection and you all put a little piece of yourself into the cigar. And, you know, when passionate people act on their passion, it's pretty easy to see the art that comes out the other end, right? I mean, it starts with dirt, quite literally, and it ends up with a bunch of strangers who no longer are strangers, right?
You're like the Abraham Lincoln of the cigar world. His philosophy was, you know, if I do bad, I feel bad. If I do good, I feel good. And you look like a very happy, good person. So you're obviously doing some good things. I mean, we see it.
Yeah, good people attract good people, right?
Yeah, I got glasses. I can barely see shit.
So I has new glasses, actually, very new.
So even our production teams, right? Like they have their favorite cigars. Like our production teams are not limited to this. Like I understand when big companies have to do this, you have to keep order. I get it. Like get it going. However, we're a small operation, right? So like you don't have to ask to smoke cigars. Like roll your cigar and smoke it. We run an honesty program. Like if you roll it, obviously, you know, we're not going to pay you for rolling that because it's for you to smoke, but smoke all you want. So with these new lines, it's pretty cool because every roller and buncher, the pairs, they all have their own favorite cigars. So we need a lot of cigars made all the time. That's one challenge. However, what we try to do is we try to let that table that prefers one cigar roll that cigar.
Whoa. Are you serious, man?
That same connection that you have when you're
like,
I've got to smoke Tierra Robusto when I'm outside and it's spring because I can smell the fresh cut grass and the trees blossoming. That Tierra reminds me of the soil. I can smell the rich soil. I till in my garden Saturday mornings. Right after that, I have my Tierra Robusto. Well, these guys have a similar feeling in a different way. Maybe they're not tilling their garden or smelling the fresh spring because we don't have a spring here. But you know, like, they love that cigar. Well, then goodness gracious, then can you make it better than anybody else here? Well,
you can feel the love rolled into it.
That's unreal.
It's my favorite cigar. Of course I can. Well, then, dude, make that cigar and please make a lot and make them the best because we need to sell them.
Wow, man.
That's awesome.
I got to be honest, man. That's unbelievable. Like, man, what a crazy, awesome, unique craft touch, man. You know, like.
For 12 years, the same man has made Mombachitos, the small cigars. He made every new small cigar line for Tierra, Lava, and Isleta for the new blends.
Wow.
He's the only one who makes them, and no other table ever is like, well, I want to make one, but they wouldn't even do that to their friend. Like he smokes Mombachitos religiously, like packs of cigs, man. What does he do every day? He comes in every day, almost every day, and rolls. That's his.
Now, I want to talk about the Mombachito for a second, because is this a long filler or a short filler?
So there's a reason it's the price that it is. I understand it's expensive for a 4.5 by 26. However, that is larga tripa, that is long filler, long leaf tobacco. That's not short filler. That's not picadura. We do nothing at this factory with picadura, which is the broken up leaves, the excess leaves, bad cigar broken down. We do nothing with that, but basically sell it to a little local tobacco person who makes their own type of cigar. But anyway, that is a long filler cigar. That's why when it smokes, you'll get a long ash on it. That's why the flavors are like that too. And it's
But that's exactly my what I wanted to bring up. It's very unique to have a long filler mini cigar, because it's extremely difficult to get a long filler cigar, and in such a small amount of space, it's such a, and you talk about a high price point. It's not. It's a very reasonable price point. I'm sorry, but this, for the quality of cigar, it's phenomenal. So to me,
and you don't have to cut it. You don't have to cut it. It's ready to smoke. Yeah. I put a pack in my pocket right here and just carry it around with me and light it with a Bic lighter if I have to, man. Like, I prefer not to, but I will.
Yes,
I'll light it with flint if I have to, right? But it's a very convenient.
It's totally made. We totally designed it for this right here. Like shirt pocket.
Yep.
It has the same color, the same finish as these boxes. They're the 10 counts, and then they come 5 10 counts. So instead of buying a 50 count box, you can buy 5 of the 10 counts at that same price. And,
cool, very cool.
Really, the new packaging is super nifty. They actually
then I don't have to transfer them over and carry them with me. That's nice.
So the good news is they'll come with cellophane now. We actually had to go get this really tiny cellophane made for them.
Shut up! What?
The exact same rings. So when you're looking at the rings, they'll have the exact same rings on them and everything too. So
cool, man. God damn.
I'm waiting for the custom carrying case that's designed for these guys when you go out and you want to bring 5 or 6 in your pocket. I'm waiting for the custom leather or custom metal, personalized case that'll just come and fit in my pocket.
In the office, that one with the slide top. Okay. Yeah, Raphael's gonna go grab something for you guys. So.
Yes, please. I'm just waiting, because when I go out, my biggest problem with the minis is that I want to throw a couple for the evening, 5 or 6 in my pocket, and I don't want them to get crushed because they're delicate little babies. And you don't want to put them in the box and they get lost. You just want to have a nice thin case you pop out. You have 5 or 6 for the evening, and it's something you keep, whether it's leather or metal. And I was just thinking to myself, it would be great to have a little, something you keep personally. So he's going to bring out something that's going to excite me. And remember, I want it. So you're going to have to get it to me, Jared. Now you're exciting me. All these things that you're talking about, we're gonna have to talk, because I want them in my possession.
That's what we do. I mean, what's cool too is we transitioned I have a big garage here, and we transitioned that garage into like a little bit of a woodworking shop, because we have a lot of, as you can see, a lot of wood and a lot of like antique wood from the 20s. So in the midst of the remodel, all of our tables, everything is this real beautiful old school wood. And even our like little tables for water, our chairs. So what we did was we brought in a professional who restores antique wood, and he gave us some pricing. And I said, man, okay, what's your process? And he's like, look, because this type of wood, it's very simple. We hand sand, we hand treat, we hand fill with wood pulp. So we'll take shavings of wood, we'll mix it with a natural sap-based glue. We'll fill it. We'll take the shavings of a darker piece to make the fill darker, and then what we do is we just hand stain it and then we hand finish it. Nothing I can do is a machine where I take a door, strip it down, sandblast it, do all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, really? All right. So if that's the case, then I've done that before also. So we'll do that. I was able to get a really good young guy here. He started when he was 20. He's 21 now. And I've just been training him because my past is in construction, high-end residential, and then like specialty outfit commercial construction. That's where I got my bones in the working world. And I did a lot of restorative work, especially with natural stone. So, you know, you get to pick up a lot of niche industry stuff like antique woodworking, medallion resetting, stained glass repair. You get to know all these weird people, and you're like this weird natural stone guy who's like, oh, you have a fountain from the 18th century. Like, please let me do this for the next 2 months and massage it with my hands and make it right. So anyway, you get these friends. So we just trained him. We brought that guy in. The guy's like, yeah, if you want to train somebody. So we've actually redone every single piece of wood here with Pedro. That's his name. So we opened up this little woodworking shop in the garage. So we actually started making our own packaging. You guys will see 2 new packaging from the actual factory here itself will come out in Canada in the next couple months. And those will be our first official releases of our handmade packaging here at the factory. All done by hand, no heavy machinery. The guy has a miter saw, and that's it. Everything else is hand lathing, hand cutting, hand sanding, hand staining.
Just a labor of love, man. That's all it is.
So he got his bones doing all of our wood. He did an excellent job.
Wow.
Didn't break any glass, didn't ruin any old. We have all brass hinges too, so you got to be very careful. But he did it. So this packaging here that Raphael is bringing down, you got to remember we have a very tall factory with a lot of stairs, so it's going to take him some time. He brings it back
keeps them in shape though.
It does. Keep all in shape, yeah, for sure. But what he's bringing down is actually done here. It's hand done here.
I love it.
It'll be customizable too. So if you want to order them and you want your initials or your name on it, we'll be able to do that here pretty soon.
You know, I mean, I'm mentally making notes of, you know, everything that's on my wish list, and you probably get an email, text from me saying, "This is what I want, Jared. I want, yes," because it's such an amazing process that you guys are doing. But everything that you're doing you're doing it because you love it, not because you have to, not because you are slaves to a demand of a market or to survival. You guys are doing it because you just think it's fun and there's a passion about it. And that, to me, is what's driving the people here who are falling in love with the brand, because they're feeling that personal touch. Everything is to the user.
Soupy, when Ty and I started this Whiskey Heathens thing, we're like, I think this will be a lot of fun. I think we'll have a great time. I think we'll meet some real cool cats, right? And turns out it was a hell of a lot of fun. Met like all the coolest people in the world, literally. And we're like, the point where it stops being fun and it stops meaning something, then we're going to stop doing it, right? Because then it becomes fake and no one's into that. But
hasn't even come close to that
yet.
yet.
It hasn't come close. We've been having just a blast, right? So seems like y'all are doing the same thing, man. It's real nice.
But that's the beauty of it.
Rafa wasn't able to find it. It's somewhere floating around, but I'll send you guys a picture of it. But
yeah.
You know, there's different things, right? Like, so when you talk about like that hand-fed consumer marketing, those personal touches, experiential, with product to back it up, you know, no one in cigars gives homage to the wine industry, which has been doing this for years. They're experts. And when you're into wine and you're into food and beverage experiential, right? Like, so for your whiskey guys in the US, you're doing the bourbon trail. You're going and you're going to find, like, look, you know, like Buffalo Trace is awesome and the big ones are awesome, but you're going to find that little niche one like Town Branch. And you're going to say, those are my guys because they're niche. That's not for everybody, but it's for some people. And the same with wine. You know, you can go to a big winery, full restaurant, try all the different wines, and then go to your local grocer and buy them. Or you can seek out that smaller vineyard where they're going to serve you at a table that a guy brings out and puts a fresh linen on it in the middle of the grapes. He's going to bring you some fresh food because there's no menu, because it's whatever the chef feels like making that day with the fresh that he has.
That's what I'm about. That's my life, man.
And they're not going to ask you what wine you want to drink, because if you're doing the full accompaniment and you're sitting in this area of grapes, having this particular food, this is what they're going to pour because they're proud of their product. It's not because they know best. They know that we like other things. but they're so tuned in to the experience. And that's the best way I can humbly, so we're not at that level yet, but that's the best way I can humbly associate the efforts and the ethic and work that we put in every day. We don't want to be a boutique cigar company to grow into a big one. We have no desire for that. I mean, we do a ton of business in Nicaragua. We have the best competitors in the world next door to us, a couple hours north. And we do our work here in Nicaragua, so much of it because the experiential side of it, that's what we just want to be. You know, we want to set up that little table. Your waiter's going to see you through as a concierge the whole way. He's going to put a fresh linen. You're going to get that fresh food. You're going to get that wine that pairs perfectly. You're going to have that great experience. You're not going to get beat up along the way. And you know what? Yeah, maybe when you go home, you're not going to see us in your grocery store or your favorite liquor store. But that's okay because the experience has driven you to say, I'm going to seek this different thing out. You know what? Inherently, I want that different thing, and I want to have an edge in the market. I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to try this. I want to do different things. And that's just where our work comes in.
It's funny you say
That's
that.
great.
When the fires happened here, it's kind of a thing we bring up regularly, but our whole city was on fire, essentially. It's gone. I ended up in a town called Kelowna, which is a big wine country in Canada. And I just needed something to do. I was kind of like homeless, lost everything, needed something to do. Started doing wine tours. I got a job because I had my chauffeur's license, so I was driving a bunch of bachelorettes to different wineries and stuff. And I got to go to probably 30 different wineries. So the big one in Kelowna is called Mission Hill. It's a gorgeous spot. It's world renowned. It's like a $50 million winery, like high end everything. Beautiful spot. The wine's not all that great. There was a little tiny spot down the road that used a Quonset hut. They didn't have a huge spot. It was called Rolling Dale. It became, out of all the wineries I went to, my absolute favorite because it was delicious. Everyone was friendly. You could feel the passion the same way with Favilli now. And I buy a case of their Chardonnay every summer. I purposefully, if I can't get it, I get someone to pick it up for me when they're touring because lots of people go back and forth.
Tell me you don't relive that experience every time you open that bottle.
Every time,
right?
Every time. Like I still have 4 bottles left of their 2014 Chardonnay, and it's my absolute favorite white wine. And not because they're big and not because you see them in the shelves anywhere, because it's just good and it's niche, like you said, and it's just fucking wonderful is what it is.
Well, here's the thing too. You can provide an excellent experience and give a shit product. Yeah. Like that wine. You weren't into that wine.
Mission
right?
Hill. I'll tell you a story about that another time.
Yeah. And I'll be straight with someone. If I don't like your product, like it's fine. I'll tell you. But I wouldn't keep smoking Mombachos every day if I didn't enjoy it, right? You know, and the experience plus the quality, man, it's the perfect package. The convenience as well. Usually with convenience, it loses a little something. But the convenience package just adds a whole new world of awesome to the experience for us here in Canada. Because we didn't have to fight to get it here. Right? We can enjoy any cigar we want, but we got to fight to get it here. And man, we got to pay a lot to get it here. And it's just not like that with Favilli, you know?
No. It's just easy and
anybody,
delicious.
I tell anybody over and over and over, if you really need to try it, reach out and I'll send you a sample. You can try it for yourself. And I am willing to guarantee that what I can pick for you, you'll enjoy it.
Speaking of which, we got to do a giveaway here.
We do, yeah.
Well, we can take it out of this box?
I have open box, whatever you want.
Well, okay. Well, we're going to – how do you want to do this? I mean, we've got only a few people watching live tonight.
Yeah, well, I was going to right at the end do
we're approaching the end
a little
here,
something. So if we're approaching the end, who is here? Who's left even?
We got Ben, we got Mitchell, we got Steve, we got the Music Man, Chris Beaton. I don't know who else is in here still. They're not really commenting. I don't know if Thomas Keller is still here. But
folks, if you're still here, comment in the comments real quick here so we know what's up. And we'll try to figure out something. We're going to give away some GlenDronach 15 from 2014. We're going to give away a total of 4 people samples and 4 cigars so they can give it a little try and kind of experience our little ritual that we had tonight, right?
So we're going to give away as a package, sample of that and a cigar, four of them.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle Central Fishing says he doesn't smoke yet. You don't smoke yet.
That's okay.
Yeah.
If I may say,
Here.
we'll take those 4 people. I'll throw them in a hat. We'll pick one of those 4 at random, and then I'm going to send you something very special also.
Wow. See,
There you go.
beautiful.
There you go.
Okay, so
And-
Ben,
Yeah.
Thomas, Tackle Central, Chris Beaton. All right.
Tackle Central, you've already had, I think, this Glendronach. I think I sent you a mixed sample with a Springbank or something. I don't know. That seems weirdly familiar.
Don Holland has joined us as well. Perfect.
Yeah.
So he's here.
Perfect.
All right.
Mitch, you're not included.
Indian guys in their underwear that are going to call in.
And listen,
right?
That happens sometimes, Jared. That happens.
no, and again, I'm gonna jump in and say, because Favali's Jared's been extremely generous with his sharing of his cigars. I'm gonna donate some cigars as well. I'm gonna figure it out. No, absolutely. So if there's and I'll figure it out. If there's gonna be a giveaway, I'm gonna jump in and we'll figure it out, and I'll bring out some cigars to some of the followers, and I'm gonna ship some of my cigars to them, just because I want people to try Mombacho
Spread the
Favaili
love.
Yep.
cigars, because
I'm literally doing a random.org.
yeah, no, and I'm just gonna share what I have in my humidor, and I don't have a big a collection like Josh and Ty, because my humidor is limited for the moment of so many. I filled up. I have a problem. I have to get a second and third humidor. I don't have a case, but I want to give out some cigars too. So
I have
I'm
a
gonna
trivia
donate.
question. First person with this trivia question is going to win one Liga Maestro pre-release and one sample of Glendronach. You had to be paying attention for this one.
So first person that comments that's in the order in the chat, because sometimes we get it where multiple people answer quickly. First person that gets it.
First person in our time-stamped chat. And if it says 912, 912 is the one that came up first.
Yeah.
So my question is, the woodworker that y'all use, what is that man's name?
I know.
Tell me his name, and you can have a sample of Glendronach 15 from 2014 and Liga Maestro pre-release. Delicious. My daily smoke. So good. I'm a fast smoker. Takes me 45 minutes to an hour.
He's already halfway through his second cigar.
Yeah,
I'm
like
still
I
on my
smoked
first.
another. Yeah. I'm a fast smoker. Always have been. But if you can tell me his name, I'll send you a sample. That'll be the first person. If you can't, well,
Fuck
too bad.
you.
Yeah, fuck you.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
This is a sherried sulfur bomb, okay, from Glendronach.
No.
Jose, that is incorrect. Who's next? Tactical Central, you're out.
What was his guess?
He guessed Jose, which is wrong.
That was it.
You're out. That's your guess. It's done.
I gotta know the name of the guy that rolls the tiaras now.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
That's his favorite. What's his name?
With the small ones?
Yeah.
Derek.
Derek.
Nice. Nobody else is guessing. Well, fuck you. Oh, no.
No.
Shit.
Everybody forgets names because it wasn't typed. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, it wasn't typed. Too bad.
Got a bunch of visual learners here. not so
Steve,
much
you're
audio
out.
learners.
Steve, you're out. Anybody else?
Steve said.
Mitch,
No.
Mitch, you can guess as well. I'll send you something different, Mitch, if you win. But you can have the scotch though.
No, it is not my Lord and Savior Harambe.
Harambe.
I don't wear jewelry, but this is West African gorilla skin. This is Harambe skull right here.
Every time.
Oh.
I feel like I should. What's that?
Do you guys know the story of Harambe or no?
Oh, I'm very familiar with Harambe.
Yep.
He's my personal Jesus.
Man, my dick's been out for Harambe for many years.
Oh, we have this weird thing. It's like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't know how I became one of the one of the foremost experts on Harambe in my life. Weird things happen to people, right? Weird things happen to weird people. But there's an entire conspiracy around Harambe's death. An entire conspiracy, and it's deep. One day we'll have to get into it. It'll be very fun.
I'll get into that.
Yeah, we're like, we have essays. We're ready. We've written,
I like Thomas Keller because Thomas Keller is a famous chef, and I don't think it's the same Thomas Keller, but I like the name Thomas Keller because he's a very famous American chef. I think you must know, Jared. You must know Thomas Keller.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same, but God bless his name, Thomas Keller. I love that name.
I wasn't joking, Jared. This is Harambe's skull. This is a West African gorilla skull. That's how much I'm a big fan of Harambe.
Yeah, we don't fuck around.
So my buddy's got an American flag folded as a pyramid in one of the wood cases with a bullet shell and a picture of Harambe on his desk.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, he took a shot. I wonder if it's the same caliber.
He took 3 shots.
No.
Well, it's kind of like one of our cheers when we go to the bar. It's like, here's to Harambe. He took a shot for us, so let's take a shot for him.
Well, listen, this is what I'm going to say. This is my give. Whiskey Heathens got amazing giveaways, and they give away a lot. This is my giveaway. Who add me to Instagram, direct message me. Tell me a story. Tell me in one paragraph a story about a cigar moment that you fell in love with. And if you...
Oh, it's Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. That's one of my favorites.
No. I want a personal family moment in time where you can pinpoint in time where you fell in love with cigars. And I'm going to pick the story, and I'm just going to send you a sample of a couple of my favorite Mombacho Favilli cigars. What I have in my personal humidor, I'll just send it to you. And that's my giveaway. So send me a DM, give me a couple of stories, post it. I want to hear the stories. Post it, tag. I want you to tag Whiskey Heathens. I want you to tag Favilli, and I want you to tag me. So I want to hear the best story. Post it, and I'm going to pick the best story, and we'll go from there. And then I'll send you something.
And I'm typing everybody's name in here right now.
It's got a random generator.
Yeah, and I'm just going to random it. And the first 4 names on the list is who we're going to give it away to. No one knew this lovely fella's name. So on behalf of the Whiskey Heathens, fuck you guys.
Was it Pedro?
Yes.
Pedro.
Right? So you didn't listen, guys. Very, very disappointed. Just joking.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm putting everybody's name in. I have Thomas, Steven, Don, Tactical, and I have Ben. That's all that said that they were here. So I think that's who I'm going to do.
Ben Dram says, I don't smoke cigars, not yet. So there's a first for everything. That's okay.
We'll get him a good one.
Yeah. So again, I'm happy to share Mombacho experience. Favilli
Clay is here.
Clay. Okay. Yeah. Clay is here.
Yeah.
Okay. Clay. I got Clay put in. Who else? Who else is here? You didn't hear your name. Thomas, Steven, Don, Tactical, Ben, Clay. Yeah. So I just got your names here in a random thing. It's hard to see here, but it's here. So I'm going to random it. I'm going to click randomize 3 times. And the first 4 names is who we'll give it away to.
There we go.
Is that cool?
Yep.
You
Absolutely.
can watch me do it.
Yeah, do it.
Right? Oh, that didn't do it. Yeah. 1,
Okay.
2.
Steve.
3. There it is.
There it is.
So, folks, hold up. Oh, Chris. We didn't put Chris in. Fuck sakes.
Oh, Jesus.
We got to add Chris. Shit.
Do it again.
Let me go back 3
Your
times.
odds are pretty good.
Yeah. Your odds are very good. Hold up. Let me put Chris in. I'm so sorry, Chris. We didn't add you. That's my bad.
It's completely his fault.
Yeah. Chris and
I'm
Mitch. Put Mitch in there. Mitch deserves to enter. Just because he's our friend doesn't mean he can't enter. That's not fair. I'll just send you something different that you might not have tried. So
While
let's try
he's
again.
figuring that out, obviously you're not drinking right now, Jared. Personal choice, no big deal. Raphael's drinking. Find out what some of your people there like, if they enjoy any whiskey at all. And I think we'll put together a nice little whiskey sample package and send that down to you guys to enjoy as well.
We would love to do that.
You know, our folks here would appreciate that. They love that. They don't have much experience beyond like Johnny Walker and Chivas.
Oh, good Lord.
Is a big upgrade from that. And then,
See, we'll send some stuff that's used in the blend to make Johnny Walker Blue type of thing. Like we'll send you Klein Leash from '97 or something stupid, right?
just send me some information so I can set up a beautiful tasting on a Saturday morning here with them, and they can experience that the right way. Other than that,
Okay.
do that.
Yep. Easy peasy. Okay, now I'm gonna randomize 3 times.
Okay,
You're gonna watch me do it
I'm gonna
here
watch you
3
do it.
times. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
All right, there it is.
Mitch, number 1. We got Mitch, we got Steven, we got Don, and we got Ben. Correct?
There's the top
Mitch,
4.
Steven, Don, and Ben. So we added Don. So Mitch, Steven, Don, and Ben. You have to send us your mailing address.
To that guy.
Okay, you have to do that. If you do not send it to us, we will not send you anything.
Yeah.
Full disclaimer here, okay? Maintaining transparency. It's not that we forgot, so we didn't fucking do it.
I got another 14 days of work, and then I got 5 off. And then I'll get together with Josh, and we'll put together something for you guys down there in Nicaragua. So
Yeah, we'll figure out something. We'll figure out something.
And then I guess I don't have to put names in a hat. You said you're using some application or something.
Yeah,
How much-
just random.org. I can do that.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll do the number 1 pick, and then you got to send me your information too.
okay, we'll redo it right now.
Yeah, I'll redo the 4 winners. Okay, and I'm going to random it.
Okay.
And should we go 3 again, right?
Yeah, might as
1,
well. Just be sure.
2, 3. Steven.
Perfect. Steven, there you go. So Steven Smuts, that's
Yeah, same list.
Whiskey in the Loops.
Same random list.
Congrats, Steven.
Steven, nice. Fucking sweet.
Shop at mombachocigars.com. Shop at mombachocigars.com. Steven, send your information, and we'll get something out post-haste.
Now,
catch that, Steve?
Yep.
I just
Fucking
want to
funky.
make a point. I just want to make a point because, a lot of people get to an end of a cigar and it gets bitter. It gets to the point where they're putting out the cigar because there's a lot of this is where I'm at. I just want to tell you with the Liga Maestro, and it is still remaining as smooth as it was when I started it, and this is where I'm at now with it. So maybe my question to you is this, Jared: what is your secret sauce
That was
is
mine.
making it so smooth that I could smoke it till the very end, to the point that I'm burning my cuticles because I don't want to put it out, because it is extremely I could keep smoking this probably for another 10-15 minutes because it's so smooth. So tell me a little bit about what is your secret sauce to make it smooth.
So the little bit of hair of Harambe.
Good. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for catering to us.
So that's a very old cigar. It's old, right? I mean, it's probably got close to 10 years from when it released in
13.
July of 2013. It was in country in June. It sat for 6 months. So yeah, that was produced in 2012. It's going to have 10 years of age on it.
10
That
years.
cigar has been harmoniously aging. The tobaccos are no longer fighting, and all of that stuff that sometimes cigars become unsavory or unfavorable with has had a lot of time to escape that cigar. It's been just resting and beautifully sleeping in that humidor. So that's a lot of what it has to do. But the other thing too is, of course, source good tobaccos, make good blends, and make sure your construction's on point. And even if someone doesn't like it, at least they won't be able to say, hey, this is a crap cigar. And,
Like, I'd like to touch on that. You pick good tobacco, you make good products, you pick good rollers, it rolls good. Like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy type of thing. And when you're doing it like with whiskey, it's the same thing. If you like cocktails, for example, I don't like to use low-end whiskey that I don't enjoy in a cocktail. I like to use whiskey that I already enjoy. So if you put a quality whiskey into a cocktail, you make a quality cocktail, and it just kind of elevates it a little bit more. So like, quality builds quality. There's nothing else that you can expect here, right? It's been a consistent quality experience every time. And when the time comes where it's not, I'll be sure to let you know, right? I'm sure you would want to know, as anyone would want to know. The only thing that I've ever noticed is one label we had a little bit of difficulty removing.
Which one was that?
It was just once.
So, 2015, I'll never forget it. You pulled it off. The expectations were so great that the cap wouldn't ruin, and you pulled it off. There's a little bit of glue on that wrapper, and then I spent the next week in a dark corner beating myself.
So if that is the only thing that has ever come up that was even a little bit left of center, man, wow, y'all done accomplished something pretty serious as far as I'm concerned.
Now, I can say something about that occasion, too. It's not an excuse, but there was gold made out of a Favaili. You guys had a lot of people contribute and buy cosecha that night. A lot of people purchased cosecha. When Nuvia contacted them after that, her question for every single person who bought cosecha after our last show was about the glue on the rings. We didn't have one complaint.
Excellent, man. You guys,
Nice.
Unbelievable, man. Like, but you know what? We've been living it, so it's actually true. These things that you're saying, right? And it's funny going back to the whole experience. I remember when I got these boxes in the mail, this particular box, and I remember where I was when she called me up, man. Like, it's just a thing that's stuck in my mind. Same with the other boxes I bought, the Liga Maestros. I remember where I was when she called me, and when I light it up, I literally think about that day. I was teaching a class, and I stepped outside for a quick second, and she called me the second I stepped out for a quick break. And we had a lovely chat on the phone, and I came home and I smoked one immediately. And it's just a weird thing that adds to the experience for me, man. Like, it's all about quality, you know?
Yeah.
Through and through, 100%. And it's just passion. Well, what the fuck are we all doing here if that's not what this is all about, right?
No. I've got a question for Rafael, because Rafael he's a quiet man. And,
He's just basking in the ambience.
But here's
it gets a little weird after 3 or 4 drinks. That's the reason.
Yeah,
fair enough.
And Rafael, if you feel more comfortable to switch to Spanish, no problemos. Hablas español.
Porque puedo hablar bien español también.
Sí, claro, no, chévere, brother. But I want to ask you something. Tell me a little bit about your cigar journey. A little bit. What is your go-to cigar in the morning, afternoon? If you're going to pick out a cigar out of the line, are you going to grab? What are you going to grab? What's your?
We'll grab a lava, definitely. It's my favorite, my personal favorite. It's a journey. Every time I smoke one, it brings up so much experience and memories from the espresso flavor that it has when I drink coffee, because I really love coffee and I have a lot of memories, good experience with coffee. So it's reminiscent of all of that. It's like brings me closer to my body, to my physical state, to my physical being. Smoking it anchors to your being. So before I was not a big cigar smoker. I smoked sometimes with my friends in parties and afternoons. But after beginning to work here, I've been discovering a new world into the tobacco. I just
Beautiful.
really enjoy it and enjoy the moments that it brings with great people. I enjoy all the experience that I had with a cigar in my hand, and it's a good company for a good life, good cigar.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
hell yeah, man.
I
And
love it.
you know,
Lava is my personal favorite.
nice.
Lava.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get a
I'm
box.
excited.
Like seriously, I can't wait to see those like beautiful colors in my humidor because it's all glass front. So you see the boxes just glowing there, right? So these just poppy colors, man.
It's like a journey to Granada. That's why it represents the city where Favilli is. All the colors, the houses of the history of my country, all those boxes are really representative of what Granada means to me, which is too much, really.
Well, he's
Look
gonna
at
try
that.
to do
Look how
that. I
beautiful
love
that
that.
is.
I mean that to me is just a beautiful representation of how you.
Yeah. I can't wait to
To
take
me.
pictures of those. Like, you know, I enjoy taking pictures because that's all part of the ritual as well. And man, that's going to show up so well. It's going to be so vibrant. Yeah.
I like that you said this.
Those three colors also are the actual. Those are the colors of the flag of Grenada. Also, we do have the-
Beautiful.
Oh, of course.
I don't know why I didn't clue into that.
Yeah, of course. Even
No,
better. Why wouldn't it
that-
be, right?
I
We're
like.
going to purge. I didn't realize how foggy it is in here.
Oh, I like that you said it's like smoking your bean. So it's a big thing lately. People like to smoke meats, right? I think smoking these cigars, we're smoking our soul.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
bringing it into the soul, and you just feel it. It's wonderful.
Like these are plants that grow in the land that then are beautifully crafted to an awesome experience. It's a journey. It's like smoking the earth, smoking Mother Nature.
Yeah, man. Literally.
Absolutely.
Like I said, this all started as dirt, right?
Yeah.
It started with dirt and grew into relationships, you know, like
It's very beautiful. It's very
yeah, it
poetic.
is. I agree. It's not art if it doesn't make you feel something, you know,
think-
and it makes everybody feel something a little bit different. But you know, we're sharing this collective experience, man, and it's healing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your passion shines through as well, and it's making me like when I die, I want my ashes scattered in the tobacco fields down there.
I want my ashes put in a cigar and rolled, and my homies are going to smoke it like psychopaths.
Oh. I'm not, Josh. I'm not gonna smoke you.
You fucking would.
But I think that's no. We're
Well, with all that being said, we have gone way beyond
2
what I-
hours.
Yeah, longer than I was expecting.
Yep.
I got to get up in like 5 hours to go to work, so that sucks. But that doesn't matter. We're here now. My cigar's almost done. With all that being said, this has been a fun night for us. I'm excited for all
amazing.
the things you got coming. The future sounds bright. I'm going to have to get darker sunglasses now. Any final
Amazing.
words or anything else you want to let the people know?
Yeah,
that
let's
we might have
close
missed?
it up. Let's close it up. Give us a conclusion. Give us some words of wisdom. Give us a hint of something. Shameless self plugs. Tell us what's going on here.
So, you know, a shameless self-plug on behalf of Favilli. Number one starts with a thank you. It's always a nice time to sit here in the factory and smoke cigars, but especially with people who are far away, people who are friends, and people who want to just like log online and spend some time with us. We're really like always humbled. It's always important to us. And then in terms of the plug, you know, we don't need to be the best, and we certainly don't need to be your favorite, but we're going to try really, really hard to make sure that we're graciously producing something to accompany the uncompromising time of your lives. If we're ever not doing that, we need to know. But I can assure you that in experiencing us, taking a little bit of a walk with us, that what we will provide will always be cutting edge in terms of an industry standard, but will always also be rooted in true, healthy human communication. There's nothing that can keep you home on a lockdown. There's nothing that can tell you can't do this. There's no tax that will really stop the passion of cigar enjoyment. And we're going
Which
to
is huge.
to stay along that lines and to and to celebrate our great country, our great city, and to bring that to people and just enjoy together.
That's what we call sharing the wealth.
I can't wait to come visit.
Yeah,
honestly,
we can't wait to visit. We're in the process. We're talking with some homies about a collective group that would be interested in coming down, and we have some people who are 100% legitimately interested in doing this. So
Definitely,
hopefully sooner than later, within the next few years, type of thing. We're hoping
next year.
Yeah, that's just the weird scheduling and the weird COVID purgatory we're all stuck in right now, right?
yeah.
How it is. It's a part of life, but the sooner the better. Just because I can say that, because it'd be really exciting to have you guys down. But whenever you guys want, we're ready, and we're ready to provide a memorable and lasting experience, what we like to call Nicaragua's best experience. And we're just ready for that. We'd be absolutely humbled, and the doors are always open to you, your families, and your friends.
Very much appreciate that. We appreciate you. We appreciate what y'all are doing down there, especially for us here in Canada. Again, it's an absolutely humongous deal. It's monumental to cigar smokers in Canada because nobody else is doing it. So it's very, very, very important to us that we keep our industry here that we love so much alive. And y'all are part of the lifeblood of the Whiskey Heathens cigar collection that we share. What we share, we get back tenfold as well. So, man, it's just a very lovely experience to be able to share with everyone. So we appreciate you folks being able to make it so easy for us. And Soupy brought us together. Soupy, you want to do some shameless self plugs here as well before we close off?
No, listen, I'm bringing everybody together because it's the love of cigars. If there's anybody who wants to reach out to me, you can certainly. My Instagram is always open to connecting with anybody at BuzzMonkey, and I'm happy to direct you to the Whiskey Heathens, because to me, they introduced me to what Scotch whiskey should be, and I'm happy to answer any questions about cigars that I can share. But please connect with me. I'm happy to share.
Yeah, we've come to call Soupy the Grand Inquisitor. He's very inquisitive. He asks a lot of questions, and he seems to reach out to people and then put other people together quite often. So he's an interesting networker, this Buzz Monkey fucking guy. So we appreciate
I love connections.
We appreciate you as always. We'll do a shameless self-plug here before we leave. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us here tonight with the fine folks from Favilli, the fine Grand Inquisitor himself there, myself and Ty. Most of the time, you're going to catch us on Instagram. It's the easiest avenue we find for networking. So reach out to us on Instagram. And folks, those of you who won tonight, very important that you reach out to Know Your Whiskey on Instagram. And those of you who are legitimately interested in the idea of cigars, you may not smoke cigars, but we all fell in love with the idea before we started smoking, right? And, it was kind of romanticized for me at a young age watching. I used to love these gangster movies, and I would see them all the time. And I was like, man, I'd like to try a cigar. And I got into it. I fell in love with the idea. And then I gravitated towards the more experience and the craft, right? So, folks, if you're really interested in the idea and you don't know where to start, we'd be happy to put together a package for you, because when we say the Whiskey Heathens, it's not just the legal entity of me and Ty. We are the Whiskey Heathens. We're trying to broaden people's horizon, mix your whiskey with Coke, do whatever you want. Just eventually try it our way and see if you like it, right? And if you don't, that's fine too. You like it however you like it. So everybody, we thank you so much for joining us. To our guests tonight, you guys were the star of the show as always. We highly appreciate you coming on, and hopefully we can do this again sometime very, very soon. And
when the weather's nicer, we'll do it by a fire.
Yeah, we'll do it around fires, but hopefully we can do this in person sometime very soon.
Absolutely.
That'd be amazing.
So once again, congratulations to you, Jared, on running the cigar world
Yeah,
as it is now.
homie, congrats.
That's-
on,
that was
the
El
president.
Jefe, El Jefe, El Jefe. Cheers to El Jefe.
Mhm.
Humble.
And yeah,
Right.
you know, we appreciate people who are so intertwined in what the Favilli represents joining us here tonight. This is a big deal for us. So again, we appreciate you. We appreciate everyone who came on here tonight to share this couple hours with us.
And go follow the Favilli Instagram now.
Yep,
And
it's spelled right there for you.
makes it nice and simple.
Brand new Instagram. Do it. Let's build this momentum here together, and hopefully we'll get a huge snowball rolling, and we will be an unstoppable smoking force of whiskey bastards. It will be lovely.
Yeah.
There it is. Is that the walk-in humidor over there?
Yeah, that's over there. We just realized that we could adjust our cameras to fit the original set that we could.
That's okay.
This technological thing, man. I need like a tutor on myself.
Yeah, I got a guy for that.
We
and
figure
it's
it out.
Ty.
It's trial by fire, man. It's all
I
good.
actually don't know anything, so I'm just the good-looking one, really, and that's saying something. So
I was trying to change the name to @the_Favilli so people didn't get confused, but that's okay.
yeah,
We'll fix that next time.
yeah. So it's the Favilli on Instagram.
That's right. It's spelled
Yeah.
HARAMB. No, I'm kidding.
Yep. And if you want to hear some conspiracy theories, hit either one of us up because we're fucking just so ready. So yeah, everybody, cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Cheers.
We will do this again sometime very soon.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much.
It was our pleasure.
Mhm.
Talk to you guys soon.
You betcha.
Everyone have a good night.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye. Oh, that was
Hell
awesome.
Yeah, that was good shit right there.
Thank you, gentlemen. We're no longer live.
Yeah.